There we go. Hi, hello,
Hello, motherfucker.
hello. How's it going?
Hello,
Anseridae is here this
hello,
time for the
hello,
special
hello.
episode
Anseridae is
50.
here.
I've
Episode
had
50.
my fucking meal,
Fuh.
if you know what I mean.
Yes.
It was, yes,
If you know what
Yes.
I mean.
The classic
yes,
Vietnamese soup of pho.
yep.
Yuppie yup. Well, yes, I mentioned this is episode 50. We are now 50 episodes into the SqueekyDogCast. It would be 51 if we
As,
didn't miss that 1 week. But you know what? The number's all that matters.
we could even I just realized we could talk about food at some point after politics as well and stuff.
I mean,
culinary.
Oh,
whatever
God.
comes up.
Yes, I could.
How has everyone
I could
been?
talk about lovely South African dishes like skop.
Yes.
Skopko. I think we've talked about Skopko on the
We could
podcast
talk
before.
about.
The trauma.
Did you traumatize
so
me on
much
the
we could
podcast
do.
with it?
I don't think so.
Unfortunate. Yeah, you probably told me before we even ever started it.
What is our first news bullshit?
Well, no, I wanted to talk about like how we've been before we get to news. You know, like
Okay.
what's been going on since the last episode. Anything fun? Anything anyone wants to talk about?
Oh, anything fun? My sister came over for like 4 days for their
Nice.
vacation and
Yes.
stuff. It was the one that got married to a rich doctor, so they had monies.
Yeah, I remember.
They had a scary amount. They spent a scary amount of money on guitars. Literally, like they spent like fucking 10K on
My soul
guitars
dies
on a
on the
whim.
inside. I would love that much money.
If
to
I
spend on
had
guitars.
$10K, I would be ruling the world with that much money. Like that
You know,
would be enough for me to
I
make
kind of
like a
believe
goddamn
it.
flying saucer.
I kind
I
of
could
believe
see
that
it.
like Ansari would like
I would
rug
make a
pull with
goddamn
crypto or
space
something.
laser. I would make a fucking moon with a goddamn laser gun. I would have flying spiders that have like 8 guns.
How are they
They
flying?
would like octuple wheeled guns, and I'd have a billion of them, and they could float and they
Australia has those
could
fucking
have,
flying spiders, don't they?
yes, and
They have wings.
I would invent homing grenades. I would rule the earth
Homing
with
grenade.
like giant.
Those are called like Patriot
deer.
Homing
missiles.
grenade.
I would have moose with chainsaws
Meese.
for antlers. Yes,
Meese.
moose with chainsaws for antlers.
Imagine being
and
like driving
would-
through the
I would-
Canadian wilderness and this fucking moose comes out of nowhere with chainsaw antlers and just cuts up your car.
Yes.
Are grenades even good at what they're supposed to do?
They're supposed to clear people out of a room. Which, yes, they're good at, because otherwise you get blown up by a grenade. They're supposed to get people to run out.
Like,
what about a grenade with crab with a gun? Actually, forget the grenade. Just crab with a gun.
Of course,
right?
Like the end of Batman Returns when the Penguin has his army of penguins with guns.
Yeah,
that would clear out a room.
That would clear 100 crabs with guns.
Yeah, it's an army,
Clear out 100 rooms.
an invading force. That's how
you
they
would
took
never
out.
have enough butter to
That's
eat
how they
all
took
the
out
crabs.
Saddam Hussein. That's why the Iraq War was so quick. I mean, the Iraq War, the Gulf War was so quick.
100%.
Not the Iraq War, all the way around.
Yeah.
Wrong war.
You think if they brought back dinosaurs, they would enjoy seafood?
Probably.
Yeah. What about like deep fried like American ass food?
Yeah, they see food everywhere. Jade, I don't know why you're not mentioning it, but since the last episode, it was your birthday.
It's the last episode. It was my birthday. I think because we mentioned it was going to be my birthday.
Happy birthday, by the way.
But yes, you had your birthday on Saturday. Or I guess it was
good
Friday.
Fucking birthday.
Was it Saturday or Friday?
Saturday was my birthday.
Yes.
But what I did is I streamed basically from, what was it, 6 the day before till like 6 in the morning after. So like 12 hours.
Yeah.
You you had your birthday, I think, while my sister was also having their vacation and
Yeah,
visiting us as
because
well.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
funny.
that's why we didn't go as long as we did. Is because you were busy.
You,
And then birthday stream
that
was
was
good.
Yeah, it
Some
was
funny
fun.
moments.
We played Visceral Cleanup. That was fun.
that was
That was fun. That was a lot of fun for
yeah.
me.
Yeah, because you guys tortured
It was
me.
yeah, that was fun as well.
I I
It,
I am
it's a
I'm
bit
like
of
a neat
a
freak. I'm like a neat freak, especially when it comes to like cleaning. Like if there's like a little bit of a fucking thing, I'm gonna clean it to
you
perfection.
would I wonder what your reaction would be if you saw my nest.
The fact you called it a nest scares
So
me.
so I have all these like empty bottles that I need to like crush up and put into a bag, but like a layer of like skin is growing over them. Um,
Oh.
because like
Oh.
I have like no, it's because like I shed a lot of like skin and like
What?
some of it's not really dead, so
No,
it kind of
it's not.
grows.
No. Are you a
Like I
lizard?
have well, like I have these. I take a lot of hair, skin, and nails vitamins. Well, a little bit, but like I generally have like really good
Is it radioactive?
skin. Like like if I don't move for a while, my skin kind of grows on things a little.
That's actually
Like I
fucking
have
Resident Evil shit. What are you talking
like
about? That is Umbrella Corp medication you were taking. What are you fucking talking about?
sometimes I read in bed and stuff, and like there's like layers of skin kind of just attached to the bed, kind of gluing me in
That's
place, sort of. And sometimes
Lovecraftian. You were going to
like
wake up. I literally had this idea for a story about someone who
like
like
one
comes in
time
contact with an
I
alien rock and then their fucking body like morphs to be the room and shit. And you're literally describing what I was having in my head of like a horrific body horror story.
no, it's just normal. I would sometimes I wake up, I wash like my face, I like get the handfuls of like skin goop off my face, and then it kind of just attaches it to like the sink and stuff,
Oh my god.
and
You're
sometimes it
melting.
like grows the next day or something. You need to dissolve it a little with acid sometimes. um yeah, so like I have like really regenerative skin. Like if I get cut and like it starts regenerating, it kind of regenerates next to like like it the like next like
You know what it
it like
makes me
fucking
think of?
climbs
You know what this
things and
is
stuff.
making me think of?
What is it?
This.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's my room.
Yeah, literally that's what I'm thinking in my head, shit like this.
Have you
This,
heard of
you
like
know,
I'm
I
sorry,
yeah, I'm
John?
very
this,
well aware of I'm
yeah.
sorry, John.
This reminds me of like when like we were moving to Florida, and like I took a bath after like the big long car trip, and several there's like layers of dead skin and shit, and spiders were in my skin and stuff, like several like colonies worth of spiders. Just I like once I like removed like all the skin goop and shit, there was like spiders in like my hair and skin and stuff. Um yeah.
Sari, I gotta censor this or else the government's gonna come and take you away.
So no,
So
I mean
that being said, like, and Sari,
what
do you know I'm
what's the
sorry, John?
government gonna do? Like
Put
what,
you in a
make me
lab and
pay
poke your
taxes?
skin.
I don't make enough money to pay taxes. I don't care who the IRS sends, they'll be covered in skin. They'll be tracked within layers.
Skin grenade! Like the Spider-Man webbing, but instead they're like just smothered to death by the skin.
Yeah. I think that might actually be part of why I don't get bitten by bugs anymore, because they
You have
keep
an
like
extra layer of skin.
they it's like that video of like hornets landing on like hornet traps or whatever where they get stuck. They just get
Like a
like
mosquito landing on like the fucking Jurassic Park frozen in
yeah, they just
amber
get
fucking
eaten by my
mosquito. Just
skin.
like, oh my god.
My skin just eats them. You know, like it assimilates them or something. It's like
I'm
I'm the
getting
thing or
unnerved.
whatever.
Oh god.
Yes. Because like all my furniture, it's like part of it's like, you know how like it's melting a little bit because my layers of kind of living skin goop.
All right, we
is
gotta cut the conversation.
going
No, I'm
inside
sorry. I'm sorry. This is
of,
gonna
like,
make
the
me.
wood
I'm gonna fucking
and
puke.
eating my
I'm sorry.
skin.
We gotta move on.
Like my skin is like eating the fucking wood.
I'm
Like, the desk
hyperventilating,
has,
guys.
like,
I'm like, I'm losing my mind. We gotta move on from this shit, man.
okay.
I had a good week. It ended now.
Alright.
um,
How much of your like body is mushroom
is
and
mushroom?
stuff?
Nothing. Don't threaten me. My body is
Remember
not
when
made of
we
mushrooms.
talked
Yeah,
about
I'm aware. I'm aware. Every single time you're on the podcast, you make me afraid. You give me body horror things to fucking frighten about.
who would
I
win? A bunch of my skin goop or a bunch of
I
parasitic
don't want to think about
mushrooms?
that. Stop putting up Garfield, but Eldritch horror.
What do you want me to do?
Have I mentioned that story where one of my sisters was like bitten by a parasitic mushroom and like had to
No,
get it,
shut
like,
up!
surgically
You're
cut out?
no. What bitten? What?
No, like she was swimming in a lake or like in a river, and it like
Oh,
flowed
you can't
onto
show
her,
Jade.
and
You
it
can't
like
show that. That's too
it like
gory.
went, it like fucking.
It's too much
my
blood.
silly
I
was, like, dug
I have to
right
censor
into
that.
her, like her.
I can't show
Wow.
that, Jade. It's too much
Like
blood.
it fucking, like the mushroom like immediately dug right into her like fucking arm meat all the way down to.
I don't want to hear about that. That's
And they
fucking
had,
horrible.
It had to get cut out, and it was like growing.
No,
or something. I
stop.
think I could.
Stop,
could eat-
please. No, I'm
I could.
literally gonna have to take off my
I could
headphones.
out assimilate that mushroom probably at this
Oh my,
point.
I wanted to say what I did this week, but now I just want to fucking like
Yes.
cry.
So how was your week, Riley? How's
I saw
yeah.
Superman.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, I saw Superman. Is a
Jade,
good.
I think that mask needs some more skin. I could probably donate it some skin goop.
I wanted to share a image I thought summed up the movie, but I guess like we're not looking at happy things. I thought this image encapsulated the movie pretty well, but instead we're looking at fucking Eldritch horror.
I like how Superman looks like young Sheldon in that.
He doesn't look like young Sheldon. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't. No,
Looks
he
like
does.
old.
No,
He looks like old young Sheldon.
No, he doesn't. He's a very good looking man. I really like the Superman movie.
How
I thought it was
healthy
good.
is your skin, Riley? What's your skin routine look like?
I moisturize it like occasionally.
At night, when you lie in bed and it gets all quiet, does your skin like whisper to you "thank you" after moisturizing?
My skin moisturizes itself. Thank you very much.
I need to stop this. I need to stop this. Please, genuinely, you guys gotta stop. I can't sit here for 2 hours and listen to this. I can't. I genuinely can't. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I can't.
I can't believe you're freaking out over like such a normal thing.
No, it's not
Like,
normal.
what-
It's not normal.
Yes, it is.
How am I supposed to
Like,
cover? How am I supposed to
everybody
bring
would,
us onto like politics
like
and talk
you-
about politics when I'm fucking thinking of
everybody
Anseridae
fucking-
melting to her chair? I can't do this.
No, it's not like my body melting. It's just like
What
when I
if-
like get up, there's like a layer of skin on the
Stop,
chair or
stop.
something.
Stop.
What if
like
Donald
growing.
Trump is just like skin all the way in, like all the way in, like even if you peeled back the layers, it would just be like
it's not-
skin.
It's not that like I'm getting attached to like the furniture or whatever, like I'm getting stuck. It's not like that. It's that like everything I touch, there's like now a layer of like fucking parasitic skin
Oh my god,
just
stop.
eating it slowly.
You make it worse every sentence.
Well, it's normal.
It's not
fucking.
It's not normal.
It's a normal thing of like what happens when you don't move around too much or something. I need to go to the forest more and stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna become a rock in the forest
Like-
somewhere. You're gonna like mold
Yes,
with the
I'm
moss.
gonna have some. No, I need to like need to go foraging and stuff.
Look, Jade, Jade, genuinely,
Jade, god damn it. Can
I'm
we
putting
get
my
to
foot down.
the politics?
I'm putting my foot down. We are moving on, and we are going to talk about politics. We are moving the fuck
Okay.
on. I'm being
How much
serious.
of this do you think is gonna
Okay.
get cut out?
I only
Honestly.
thing I'm cutting out is that image that Jade put up that I'm pretty sure we can't show because of how much
Yeah.
blood's in it.
Okay.
But yes, we're gonna cover some
It's not
politics.
so bad.
No, it's definitely more than I want to try to push the boundary with. Yes, politics. Last week we talked about how the
Tell us
Epstein.
about the skin monster that runs your country.
Where did the fucking background go, Jade?
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay,
there it is.
There's some of it. There's a little more. You want some over here? Here's a little bit here. You create like a land bridge.
Yeah, it's avant-garde. This is like Dwarf Fortress.
It's like that what's it called?
This is literally Dwarf Fortress.
The thing with like the colored squares, that fucking old ass painting.
Oh, like one of the I forget the artist's name, but I was just talking about Mono about it. He mentioned it.
Salvador Dali.
Not Dali. Not the one I'm thinking of, at least. Whatever. Yeah, last week we talked about how Epstein, the Epstein list stuff, and how the Trump administration was trying to deflect in any way possible from the list and to divert attention. And people are really unhappy about that, including members of the Republican Party. Like politicians. So there was a bunch of movements for the House of Representatives to subpoena, it's gone again, to subpoena Ghislaine Maxwell and to like subpoena out the list and everything. And as a result, Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, closed Congress for the rest of the summer. Congress is shut. They can't do anything for the rest of the summer because Mike Johnson is scared of the Epstein list. Like it's like you. Like there's no Congress.
So I gotta ask, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm seeing all the news and stuff, but how are the Republicans actually like backing this up, right? Like I voted no to release the Epstein files because
the
I can't
excuse
think of a good answer to
the
that.
excuse they're running on is that the list itself is full of child porn, and that releasing the list. There's two things. There's two defenses. There's two defenses. The first one is that one. That's for the people who say that the list is still real.
The Pam Bundy move of I've been watching nothing but hardcore
child sex abuse material for like the past 7 months.
Like everybody knows that a list of people's names is the same as child pornography.
Yes,
you know?
And the other line of defense is that there was no list and that it was made up by the Democrats, and that's the one that Trump himself is on, and a lot of people who are really, 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 really loyal to Trump are saying. Whereas people who are still trying to grift off of like the Epstein list, a lot of influencers, they're saying that the list is full of child porn. People like Tim Pool are saying that one, and a lot of people who aren't really like actual believers in the thing, because the actual believers want the list released. Those are the people who are voting.
What the people want isn't the evidence of the crimes. They don't want the videos of. Like,
they want the list of names.
Fucking kids. What they want is who did this.
Yeah.
That's all they want.
Yeah. And
if you just released a list of names, that would be enough.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to release every file. You don't need to release every detail.
Oh yeah.
The way they
are involved.
The way they make it seem is that like every page just has like a naked 14-year-old girl stapled onto it. Like, and they can't do anything about it. Like, it's just like, yeah, here's the name of like fucking Donald Trump, and right beneath it is an 8-year-old with her shirt off, and it's like, well, why the fuck can't you just like censor the image, black out the image or something, or like just describe that this is an image of child pornography, we're censoring it for that reason. You know how easy it would be for them to just like show the list and like use the censored material as an excuse to hide Trump's name, and they could get this as a win? You know how easy that would be? But they fucked it up so much because they're so incompetent that they can't even do that. They can't even lie correctly. They can't even fucking do deep state shit correctly.
In actual text form, they can release.
Yeah, but they're not, because they could literally just omit the page.
A video or an image can be released.
They could literally just omit any single reference to Trump in the files and get away with it, but they're not because they're fucking
Herein
incompetent.
lies the problem,
What
right?
if the entire list is just like,
Yeah,
contains Trump's
Every
list,
single
with
sentence has Trump's name in it.
That's kind of what I'm like leaning towards, right? Is that
Yeah.
he is so much in the Epstein files that they can't just scrub a little there, scrub a little there,
Yeah.
scrub a little there.
It'd
and
be like
he's
the missing
gone.
minute
Like,
in the footage.
He is a core part of the Epstein files. Now, the thing is, all these people that shouted and ranted and raved, right? And I'm now talking about specifically people like Kash Patel or Dan
Yeah.
Bongino or like these people.
Mhm.
They were, or at least pretended to be, legitimately fucking out to release the Epstein stuff, right?
Yeah.
But they're also super Trump supporters.
Mhm.
Now, at what point do you stop supporting your candidate when you find out that they fuck kids?
Yeah. There's such a disconnect right now. And then it's like they have no idea what to do and they're panicking, and that's what makes it so funny. They're,
But the answer is, the real easy answer for the Republicans here is this is their out.
yeah.
Because remember, the Republican Party we're looking at now isn't the one
Well,
from 6
Jade,
years ago.
Jade, I just
Yeah.
thought like you're asking if the people who kill and eat children would like stop supporting a child rapist, right?
Well, the thing is, they
They're
don't.
Right.
Yeah, the thing is with the
But-
Republican Party is that they're all about narrative. Like Republican voters, I should say, they're all about the narrative. And the narrative for the past 6 years is that the deep state killed Epstein to protect their guys, and that the Epstein list would like shatter the world with. It's a conspiracy theory idea that if the truth comes out, then everything will
like-
change and the
Like
world
British
will be better.
royalty is meant to be on the list.
Yeah, Bill Clinton,
European fucking business
Bill Gates,
people,
like
American
big
business
billionaires,
people,
liberals, like that's what they think is on there. They think it's like,
national
yeah.
politicians of all sorts.
And now that they're being shown that Trump has connections to it because of all the attention that's been put on it, they're starting to get angry. There are a lot of people who are diehard conspiracy theorist voters who voted for Trump because of QAnon shit, who are like having their loyalty wavered because they're like, hey, the guy that we thought was going to drain the swamp isn't draining the swamp. Of course, the people who are in it just for racism are like still weathering the storm, but the people who are in it for the fucking mentally ill conspiracy theory shit, they're upset. They're angry. And you know what? We should fucking weaponize that. We should like use
Like
that.
how?
Here's the thing, right?
Keep talking about
so
it.
what I was saying earlier is like,
Yes.
this is not the same Republican Party as 6 years ago.
No, it's not.
When Donald Trump did this, the first term, it was still busy becoming a split, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But his second term now, he basically has the Republican Party around the throat.
Yeah.
This is their opportunity to break that. This is their opportunity to actually vote, get the Epstein list, and indict this motherfucker once and
I
for
think
all
the framing,
from their side.
I think it's actually not even that Trump has the party around his throat. I think it's more so that like he, by the fact that he's like the figurehead this whole movement is around, is able to just do whatever he wants, and he doesn't hold any actual power. He's just a figurehead that you have to worship in order to get anywhere in the party. Like he's like a fucking icon that you go and kiss before you like join the party. But yeah,
that being
your point still
said,
stands. Your point still stands.
It does still stand that everybody who's going to be diehard Trump, right?
Yeah.
If the evidence comes out that irrefutably puts him in that position, which come on now, we all know.
I know-
Like this is the thing. This is part of the problem with the American, like,
You know that like
I guess I can kind of blame your justice system.
when the Epstein list inevitably like eventually comes out, they're gonna try to change the narrative to be like, oh, who cares if he fucked a bunch of children?
Oh, that's
right?
definitely where it's
No, but the
going.
narrative
That's
is
like-
already there for them to like what's it? He was already saying that Obama and Clinton wrote the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's already planting the seeds for that very same fucking narrative.
I do think the final argument will
So
be, who cares if we
he's
fuck kids?
going to find a way out.
I bet like, I can't wait until they go like full mask off and they're gonna like try to justify having sex with children. Those fucking.
Because here's the thing, too.
monsters.
A lot of people who vote Republican don't have an issue with abusing children, as long as it's their children, right? Like, there's this weird cognitive dissonance thing in the Republican Party where they use the idea of pedophilia as a way to, like, target gay people, because they accuse all gay people of being pedophiles, and then they'll
Yeah,
go and abuse their
that's
daughters and shit,
the
and
one
defend child pageant shows.
equivocation they always make is like, oh, the gay people want to get at our kids.
Because if you ever look at, like, the way Republicans talk about hunting down pedophiles, they're always talking about men fucking little boys, right? Or, like, gay men fucking little girls. Like, they're never talking about family members abusing the children or anything like that. It's always the focus on the fact that they're gay predators, because that's what Republicans, and also black people, that's what they think of, like, as, like, the people in these rings, the people who are doing sex abuse and stuff. So that's why they often, like, that's why they're voting for Republicans to deal with these things instead of, like, progressives who, like, understand the dynamics more. Like, it's cognitive dissonance.
This reminds me of like whenever fucking my dad would like say something about like how dare they fucking like go after the kids. Those are my kids to abuse, not theirs. Those are mine to abuse. I'm the
Yeah,
only
but
one allowed to abuse my
this is
kid.
all in line with that same right-wing line of thinking of the Christo-fascists, right?
Mm.
The Christo-fascists.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ones who homeschool their kids so that they can teach them to be racist and hateful and
Because they're scared that the schools are teaching them about kindness.
yeah,
Mm.
like the schools are saying like it's okay to know a gay person, like in your life, and they're just like they're turning our children into transes, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, no, I don't. You don't just fucking convince somebody that they're trans either. The whole mindset fucking pisses me off.
Yeah. We really have a big culture problem in America. I think a big part of it is that we don't have community and nobody feels safe or welcome out in, like, public and society in general. Like, we don't have any community. We don't have any society. Like,
But
we have, like, a fake society.
that
Nobody
reminds
trusts
me of what I
anything.
was like saying, is that part of the problem with the American line of thinking, and I do partially blame how your justice system works, is this idea of like innocent until proven guilty. This kind of like allows people like Donald Trump to literally commit crimes in the open, in front of people, and go, but it wasn't proven in court.
I think the issue
And it's
isn't
the same thing
court,
with the Epstein
isn't
thing,
the
where they
law.
have videos of him going back 30, 40 fucking years, talking about being best friends. That whole party at Mar-a-Lago where only Epstein was the only guest and it was just him and Don. Like, all of
I
these things, and people are just still going,
I
it's
think
not proven in court. You want
I
the
think
files. It's like,
that
what the
the
fuck?
restriction and the reason why that is the problem is not because of the law itself. It's because of money and media. Because the idea of innocent until proven guilty on, like, in most situations in everyday law is incredibly important. It's why we're having a big sting over the immigrants being arrested fucking en masse, because a lot of it is just through it's guilty until proven innocent, right? It's a very good precedent to have.
That also reminds me. I think I watched a really old episode, like a episode of what was it, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver a few years ago, about
Yeah.
like the death penalty and how there's so many like people who were proven innocent
Yes.
in court
Hmm.
who are still like on death row
Yeah.
and were like executed while being provably innocent.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
retrials
it's
happen
tripping.
while they're being fucking executed. Yeah, like the innocence when proven guilty is a very good thing to have. The reason why people like Trump are able to skirt it is because they have fucking money and they're able to pressure courts. They're able to buy out media to get on their side, and they're able to sway public opinion in order to get them out of
But it's
court.
reached a
They're able to
point
buy good
now
lawyers and shit.
where, at least with Trump, if he loses a court case, he just comes out of the court like house and goes, "So I won," and that becomes the reality.
You know,
Like he lost the court case for the
I
Abrego Garcia guy, and
I
nothing
feel like
happened.
I feel like we need Batman in real life, but one that's like not like
Well, Jade,
a conservative
Abrego
icon, and also the version that like uses guns.
Abrego Garcia is
Um,
in America now. They got him home.
Bat- Batman who
Of course, he's
guns
facing
from
new
that.
charges because they don't want him to fucking be free. But they got him out of El Salvador. That court case got him out of El Salvador. Trump says he won,
Who?
but he lost, and like the case went in the way we wanted it to. So it's not all like hopeless. There are things he can't just like wave away. Now, of course, like the Republican base still thinks that he's like fucking able to whisk anything away, but that's like a broader problem.
But yeah, I guess it's just that idea because Trump is not the only person, but there's so many cases in the US where a big name
What
celebrity
if
person gets
what if
semi-caught near something bad. And it's just like, oh,
Yeah,
what if innocent until proven Republican?
I mean, fair enough.
That does seem to be the case lately.
Yeah.
Oh
But I
man,
mean, just think of it this way, right? The amount of people, I imagine, had to know about Epstein, and the amount of people who have to know about Diddy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's because of money. They
it's
can't
not
talk
just
because of money.
the victims or, this perpetrator. Like, Epstein had a client list. I'm sure there's at least one motherfucker on that list. If you were the DOJ or the FBI or the CIA, you could pressure one of them into flipping on the rest.
Yeah,
Like,
the thing is though,
it's not that goddamn hard. If they wanted this thing to come down, it would have come down.
yeah, but that's because of all the money involved. If
Because
you'd
I
be
just
putting a
go
target
back
on
and
your back
I
if you're the
think to
lawyer or judge
myself,
who wants to bring it down.
I think to myself, look at what happened to Bill Clinton.
So Bill who?
Like you can make the comparisons to old presidents like JFK or
I
any of
didn't hear
them
what you
who
said.
screwed around and or to Bill Clinton.
Oh, Monica Lewinsky, you mean?
If you look at like old presidents like JFK or any of them, like some of them like have uncomfortable dealings with women and all of that. But this is a modern era, right?
Yeah.
This is internet, TV, radio, 24-hour news cycle time in the world. And Bill Clinton gets indicted for having an affair with with the fucking secretary. Donald Trump sleeps with literal children and nothing happens. This is where we've gone.
Yeah, it's because of
Honestly,
I think it's because we don't like have any respect for the office of the presidency anymore, and we haven't for like 20 years. I think ever since Bush, people have
it's
begun to
because of
like
the
really see the presidency's office
it's
as
because of
less.
all the fucking lead and microplastics in the environment that's poisoning people. We should just fucking explode the Earth and then start over on a new planet or something.
But that's actually the rich person idea.
Yeah,
No, I mean like as in like kill all life on Earth and hope that it evolves somewhere else in the universe.
well, that's
Not like seeding life because that's lame. Because like this shit is like fucking poison like completely.
Cause think of it this way, right? This is now back to the Elon of it all, where he wants to basically what's it terraform Mars,
yeah,
That's
colonized
stupid.
Mars.
There are like all human life
right?
is like all completely poisoned. You gotta start off like it being evolved from scratch at this
But
point.
that's the
Like this
thing
thought.
is, if he's saying he wants to terraform Mars, wouldn't that technology be able to be used
gonna-
here?
He's
Yeah.
gonna fucking poison Mars too with this fucking humanness.
Can I
Yes.
I should hurry up and skin assimilate
can
him.
I leave you two for a second while I use the bathroom because I
Yeah.
really need to pee.
All right.
Don't say anything that I
sure.
have to cut out because we'll get banned.
Okay. Okay.
But you get it, right? Like if he's claiming to do something like, oh, we're going to terraform Mars,
Permanently
that
contaminate the home world. That's awful.
that
You
to
know?
me just speaks of a complete ignorance,
Yeah.
because if you are claiming to have knowledge of the science needed to
Mhm.
terraform a planet that is essentially fucking dead. Like we can say, oh, we found
Yeah, you could-
microbes and there's
You
frozen
could have.
water.
Yeah, they could
The
have
planet's
fucking.
dead.
They could have fixed like Earth instead of.
Exactly.
Instead of throwing away like Mars's only chance of like having unique life that isn't like fucking poisoned by Earth life and stuff, you know? Like in a short few million years and stuff.
A short few million years. In the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things, it is a short few million years.
Mhm.
But no, that's kind of the issue with a lot of these things right now, and why I'm so burnt out on politics is everybody knows that the bad guys are the bad guys. It's no longer like, oh, they're just trying to be all things. Like they're the bad guys are now like really the bad guys.
Mhm.
I mean, now they're talking about. I know Riley's not back yet. I don't know if they want to mention this on the podcast, but I don't know if you've heard about them, like trying to gerrymander more seats
That's
into the house.
I've not been looking at the news lately.
So, in short, they are scared of losing power in the House and in the Senate and all of that, because they've have it now for the first time in like ever, that they have both the House and the Senate. And they want to use this opportunity to redraw the voting lines, the voting areas, so that they can squeeze out more seats to secure their position even further.
That's fucking evil.
Right. Which
Hmm.
means that it will take more Republicans
They shouldn't
to,
be
to
they shouldn't be allowed to hold any power whatsoever. Like they should be like Habsburg's dynasty or whatever, you know.
if only. I mean, fuck, it's wild. But I don't know how
I'm back.
people can continue to say,
Hello,
welcome
Riley.
back.
Hey Riley,
Because
do
I
you?
was just mentioning the gerrymandering thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you
What
have any
about it?
thoughts there?
I'm not surprised. It's fucking awful, but like I'm not surprised.
It
They're
does
gonna do
just
everything
feel
they can.
par for the course, doesn't it?
Yeah, Republicans love gerrymandering. They've been doing this like since it fucking existed. Gerrymandering
I
exists
know,
for
but they're
Republicans
not
to have an
supposed to be
advantage.
drawing the voting lines now, are they?
No, they're not, but they'll
Like
do it anyway.
they're specifically going out of their way to specially redraw the lines before the midterms.
Yeah, because they want everything in their power to fucking like win, and they want to do it easiest way first. And the easiest way would be to do it without having it be a whole fucking secretive thing because they're so bad at keeping secrets.
This
Literally
is what
everything that happens
happens
in this administration gets
every
leaked.
time. Every time with Earth life, this is exactly what happens. The evil bastards try to get power and hold on to power, and you just gotta nuke the planet and start
Is
over
this what happened to
again.
the dinosaurs?
Yes, they turned Republican.
Yeah,
That's why they had to
they
send a
elected
meteor.
Donald Trumposaurus.
Yes.
Donald, they elected, and he depleted the
That's not
planet
his
of all
name.
energies. That's not his name. I'm speaking in the native language.
That's yeah. but that's still not his name, though.
What was his name? What was his name?
I fucking know. I don't remember.
You can't criticize me then for not knowing the name of
Well,
I
we
just
also
love that response of like, "Fuck you, make your own joke."
Criticize my joke, and then you don't even have a bit to come off of it with. You just fucking say "fuck you."
Well, also your pronunciation is like really bad. You're better than
Yeah, sorry. I only it's a dead language, you know. It's kind of hard to get the accent down.
Yeah.
What if the Latin like Roman accent was supposed to be spoken like this, and this is how the way that the Romans spoke.
Fucking Mickey
That's how
Mouse.
I always imagine it. Fucking smelly Roman. You'd know, wouldn't you, Riley?
Look upon my works in despair.
I always imagine it as like fucking Mario.
Yahoo!
like-
Let's go. I am a Julius Caesar. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a Senate in time. That's what he said before he got stabbed to death by all of his councils.
Wow.
Mamma mia! Et tu, Brutus?
That was a better time.
Et tu,
Specifically
Luigi?
that part where they get stabbed him to death. That was funny, honestly.
Some fucking
Them
some guy in a
pranks.
robe walks up to Trump at the next fucking rally and he's like, "Beware the Ides of March." It just keeps walking.
You know what we need to go back to? We need to go back to like the Lincoln days where actors would shoot presidents. What we need is like Burt Reynolds to shoot President Trump.
Fucking like, who would be the funniest one to be? It'd be someone who's like
Jim
super
Carrey.
liberal. No, Jim Carrey is like
Jim
an
Carrey.
anti-vaxxer Canadian guy. He wouldn't do it. It's
Yes,
got
but it would also be funny. You asked who would be the funniest, and I just like thought of the first like hey,
Showtime!
funny guy.
Oh, it's fucking Jim Carrey and like Ace Ventura. basically.
Like with the mask costume on, like he lost his fucking mind and like broke
my
into
God.
he broke into like a movie prop store and just stole the mask costume and fucking went on a murder spree.
You seen that scene in Ace Ventura where he punches the dude and he like wears him as a scarf?
I hate Ace
Can
Ventura.
we just talk about how like the Ace Ventura movies have one of the most vitriolically fucking bad representations of trans
Oh yeah,
people
no,
ever.
it's like literally one of the most transphobic
yeah.
movies ever made.
So fucking bad.
It's awful.
Because if I remember correctly, they reveal at the end that the bad person,
They have a penis. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a woman with a
like
penis.
the woman, had a penis, and then everybody sort of just like throws up.
Yeah, they start
It's like, what the
puking.
fuck?
They start like vomiting and puking at her, and he rips down her pants and shows it off like a triumphant moment, and like, look at it, she's a liar, ah! And like earlier in the movie, they had sex, and he just didn't know, I guess, and he was like,
How the fuck did
after
you not notice the big dick
where he
fucking you in
learned,
the
he started like
ass?
puking in the toilet and brushing his teeth a lot, and then like.
Wait, that suggests that he was like sucking the dick.
I don't know,
He
but like,
literally thought it was a normal girl dick.
and it was like framed as like, she's a liar. I can't believe it. And also look at his funny reaction to this information. Awful fucking movie.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
god, it's genuinely awful. No. If
The only good
if
part-
an actor did a John Wilkes Booth, they'd have to be like how John Wilkes Booth was like a Confederate sympathizer from the South who hated
The only
Lincoln.
good
It'd have to be like a
part of,
liberal who hates Trump.
Yeah, the only good part of Ace Ventura is every time he got injured and when he like punched that dude and wore him as a scarf, because that was
I
funny.
don't even remember that.
They should do that with
I
presidents.
know who killed Epstein.
Oh,
Who?
Ashton Kutcher.
who?
Ashton Kutcher.
Who's
Ashton
asking?
Kutcher.
Who the fuck is that? I've never seen that.
Am I
person
bringing
in
it
my
up,
life.
Riley?
What?
Bring it
I'm gonna
up.
bring it. I'm gonna bring his face up too, just so I
Oh,
can say
God.
it with his face on the screen. I'm gonna
Is
double
this
down.
another smile dog jump scare?
No, I might have to like put a big
Who
this
the
is a
fuck
joke.
is this?
He's just a white
This
guy.
is just. Yeah, it's just one guy.
At one point, he was one of those heartthrob actors, like young. He
I
was
was
Yeah, in
in
the
gonna say that
2000s.
that
70s show.
very first image
Yeah.
almost looks like Dexter from
He kind of
the
does.
show Dexter.
He kind of
Yeah,
does.
but like, but then you look at the cheeks and like the face, and like, no, that's not what Dexter looks like at all. So he just has the
And
same
then-
haircut, and that's it.
One of those
And
images,
nothing else.
the one that
Yes,
your
but-
mouse is over, kind of looks like if James Marsden got like put into a heat ray and got changed
He
a
looks
bit,
like a
like a warped
he's
figurine
got
of
the
James
hairstyle
Marsden.
of Charlie Sheen. From
He
Two and a
does!
Half Men
He does
way
have the
back in
Charlie
day.
Sheen haircut in that
Yeah.
photo. Oh my god!
So he
He's-
took over. He took over for Charlie Sheen when Charlie Sheen got. kicked
Oh,
off
2
2.5
images
Men.
over, he has like old fucking Justin Bieber. I think this guy just takes old like actors' hairs, basically, or like famous people's hair, and then like that's it. That's like it's only.
And that one down there with the black and white photo, that's like Kurt Cobain hair. If you go back.
Yeah, that's like Sam and
Mila
Dean hair kind of
Kunis.
almost.
This is
What
his
the
wife.
fuck?
Yeah, Mila Kunis.
Who?
So they. Do you know why I say what was Ashton Kutcher that killed Epstein?
Why?
why
Do you
is
know
he
what do
wearing-
you know about Ashton Kutcher?
70s show.
Who the fuck is Ashton Kutcher?
This
Like,
guy.
What?
You already forgot
This
about
is
him?
William Afton. Who the fuck is this guy? I've never seen this person in my entire life. Never heard of them.
What did he do
That's
that
probably
killed him?
good, but
There's
So
some
here's the
random white
thing.
guy.
you find out that him and his wife met on the TV show they were making, right?
What?
What TV show? Who the fuck is this guy? Who is Mr. White Guy?
All right, we got past who the guy is. Like, I'm either gonna tell the story or I'm not.
Oh, the story. Jesus Christ.
You didn't even mention what he's from.
That 70s
What-
show.
That 70s show.
Oh. Wait, who is he in that 70s show? I fucking never noticed him.
He's
Yeah,
one of the
70s.
main cast.
Wait, okay, which white person is this?
There.
Oh my god, who the fuck is that guy? That guy's like the really forgettable. I don't even remember. I remember the
Here's
dude with
what
the
happened.
afro.
So here's what happened, right?
Dude with the
They
afro.
filmed that
that's
70s
it.
show, and Mila Kunis lied about her age in order to get on the show. But continued working there, obviously, after all paperwork and shit is filled out. So, whatever, right?
Mhm.
Turns out they started hooking up. Thing is, she was 14.
Oh,
He
Jesus.
was like 20. Like 22, something.
Is that why they're
So
so
that's where that
short?
starts. A
Wow.
few years later, it comes out he's got Me Too allegations against him. He's a guy called Danny Masterson.
Yes.
Okay.
Danny
I'm-
Masterson got nailed in court by the people he
Wow.
abused.
Yeah.
And when the judge was supposed to do sentencing, a bunch of people wrote letters in order to basically say, like, he's not such a bad guy. Letters that came from Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis,
Wow.
who then got nailed against the wall. And this is actually a clip from their apology video for how they had to apologize to the public for basically standing up for somebody who not only was accused, but actually fucking, convicted.
That's crazy.
On the
of
note,
abuse.
on the note of Ashton Kutcher stealing the identity of other famous people, the image to the right of the one you clicked on, he looks like the guy from The Whitest Kid You Know. Trevor Noah.
Probably.
Not Trevor Noah. What the fuck is his name? I'm stupid.
He basically is just generic, and
Trevor
now
Moore.
that he's gotten older, it's like, how can I
Wow.
say, like
They look
he's played Steve Jobs at one point.
He had the look of Trevor Noah.
Why is my keyboard so covered
Trevor
in
Noah.
skin? I
Or
can't
Trevor
even
Moore.
see-
I keep fucking saying
Oh.
Trevor Noah. Trevor Moore. Trevor Moore. Whitest Kid You Know. Rip Trevor Moore. Fucking slipped and hit his head in the bathroom and died. I know. it
Trevor
was-
Noah?
Trevor Moore.
Wait, Trevor Noah died?
No, Trevor Moore. Moore died after accidentally
Oh.
falling from the upstairs
Trevor
balcony
Noah
of his home
died.
in Franklin Hills, resulting in blunt force head
Which would be
trauma.
so lucky.
Yeah, he
Who's
was.
Trevor Moore?
He was. Whitest Kid You Know. Do you know Whitest Kid You Know?
Wait, kid, you know?
It's a comedy like sketch group. that
Maybe
ran
I've seen like
on
one
Comedy
or
Central.
two videos of it.
They're
Was it
pretty
the
good.
one where every joke was about cum?
They probably had something like that. It was very
Okay.
immature, but very funny.
Yeah.
I
Joke
quite
is
like.
about cum.
You can't. Yeah, Anseri makes jokes about cum every
Speaking
day.
of which,
Yeah.
to move us away from this horrible bullshit.
Speaking
Oh
of
wait,
cum,
no. I wanted to talk about a different thing that the Trump
Okay.
administration is doing to distract from the Epstein files before we moved on from it.
Please do.
The Obama
do.
allegations.
yes,
Tulsi
when
Gabbard is trying to say that Obama is
allegedly
doing treason for some fucking reason.
So what did Obama do that was treasonous? What was the treasonous act?
I thought when you said
I
Obama
forget.
allegations, I thought he was like being accused of
These
secretly
people
being
say the
Obama
events of the last week have turned into
or
a messaging
something.
balancing act. Claims that Obama ordered a false intelligence analysis to show Russia had worked with Trump to win the 2016 election, and leaving the potential for unchecked accusations to balloon. Many of those who talked to, so it seems like they're calling him treasonous because he had the intelligence look into if Russia was involved. There's
So
like
Trump
no
gets up on
casing.
national TV. Trump gets up on national TV in 2016,
Yeah.
2015, 2016. And he goes, Russia,
Being-
you should
Wow.
totally hack the US and fuck with our election shit.
Wow.
And then Russia hacks and fucks with the election shit. And Obama releasing a report that says Trump may have had a hand in Russia fucking with the election shit. You kind of see, like, what the fuck? No, your politics is stupid.
Fucking Trump was the one who committed treason then, according to any sane person.
The claims
logic.
confuse the
Here's
allegation.
the thing. Trump actually committed treason on January 6th.
Yeah, he did. He actively
Yeah.
did. Yes.
That is actively treason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, if he's fair game for the punishment for treason, we all know the one, right? Can
Let's
I
not
just
say it.
discriminate?
I don't want to
Can I
get
eat
black
him
bagged.
with my skin? Give him my.
They
give him
like
a
shut
skin
that. They shut that.
infection.
They locked Trump in a room and like the swinging lamplight. Door shuts. Trump's in the room alone. He's like, "What are they gonna do?" And then from the darkness, Anseri steps, arms stretched out, skin melting off of her hands. Come here,
Yes.
Trump. I'm gonna give you a hug.
Yeah.
And we never see him again.
What do you think about the theory that Trump has like died and that the hair growing out of his head is just like one of those like weird
Like
funguses
molds?
and it actually controls the rest of
The
his body?
fucking Treehouse of Horror episode from fucking The Simpsons, where what's his face, Snake or whatever it is, like his hair.
Yeah, his hair comes
like,
off.
They
Yeah,
make a wig out of his.
that's such a
yeah.
good episode. That one's so good.
That's the only one I kind of remember.
That's a good one.
That's how good it is. Like, yeah, it's like the only one ever mentioned.
Yeah, and he hunts down all
basically.
the people who were there when he got arrested. It's good.
Yeah.
I think
he was on the Epstein list.
Who, Snake? Nah, he was just a random guy. I do think that like Mr. Burns was on that list though.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Burns
What
released the
fictional
files.
characters would be on the Epstein list?
I actually asked this to David the other day, but in the form of like superheroes, because of course I did.
Almost spat out my drink. Holy shit.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about beyond just
Yeah, just beyond
superheroes.
that.
Like, obviously, those are the big ones that would come to mind for some, like Lex Luthor on the Epstein list.
Yeah.
I just thought of, you know what? Donald Duck. For sure.
No, not Donald Duck. Fucking Scrooge McDuck.
Oh.
Scrooge McDuck, yes.
Scrooge
I
McDuck,
forgot
yes.
which one was. Which
Scrooge
one was
McDuck
which.
is on the Epstein list.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
What about what's his name? The fucking the one from the other thing, Warner Brothers, the one with the big red mustache,
Yosemite
and the cowboy
Sam?
hat. Yeah, Yosemite Sam.
He's not rich.
Yosemite Sam.
He's a prospector.
He's
Woody.
Woody? He's a toy.
Woody,
He's
I
a
believe.
toy. He's a toy.
Woody, I believe.
In the original
Woody, I
script, in the
believe.
original plot and script of Toy Story, for sure.
Uh,
You just say Woody because you think Tom Hanks would be there.
No, I don't. Here's the sad truth of it. I don't even think Tom Hanks is that interesting a person.
hmm.
I like Tom Hanks, but he's very safe.
I
He's a
don't.
very safe, boring guy. Maybe it's because I have
do not
nostalgia.
like
I have
Tom Hanks.
nostalgia for a lot of his
And yes,
movies.
That's the thing, right? A lot of his movies are nostalgia movies, but that's like, I like movies that star Tom Hanks. I've enjoyed Tom Hanks movies. I think that some of the movies are actually really fantastic. Something like Castaway.
Yeah.
But I don't like Tom.
That's fair enough.
Like, as a person.
He's not. What about
I mean,
his son?
he's not a. I don't think he's awful.
What do you think
but
of
I
Chet
don't
Hanks?
like him. Who?
Chet Hanks, his son.
Chet Hanks. That's not the son I know. Is that the son I know?
That's the one who's like the Jamaican, like wannabe Jamaican guy.
No, I think of his son. That's the actor. Doesn't he have that son that's an actor as well?
He probably does.
Cool.
Relative Colin
Tom
Hanks?
Hanks?
Jim Hanks?
Yes.
Colin
So
Hanks.
Colin Hanks. I believe.
Yes, Colin Hanks. He was in King
Colin Hanks.
Kong. He played that one guy who was with
I love King Kong.
he was the
fucking love
guy
that monkey.
in Jack Black, who's Jack Black's friend who got murdered by the no, he wasn't murdered. He wasn't murdered. He was the one of the
He
film
was
guys who
really-
didn't die.
Can I just say how much I love King Kong?
Yes,
it's
I fucking
really
love King
fucking
Kong.
awesome.
We
monkey.
should
It's
watch
so
King
good.
Kong
It's
for
so
movie
good.
night. We should watch King Kong for
We
movie
should,
night.
yeah. Oh, we were gonna also watch like Shin Godzilla. As
Yeah,
well
Shin
at
Godzilla.
some
We
point.
should.
Oh
Yes,
no!
Yeah.
Is he?
Wait,
Colin Hanks is gonna play Mr. Rogers.
hold on.
Oh,
Which
has
This is
played
this is
Mr.
drunk
Rogers.
history. This is drunk history.
Hold on.
These are
Oh.
clips from drunk
Oh.
history.
But still, he
Hold
on,
Riley.
he kind of nails the look.
He kind of does though,
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah,
He kind of fucking nails the look.
yeah, he's got the red shirt, just like Mr. Rogers.
Actually,
He's
holy
also
fucking
really good.
shit. That actually looks. Is that him? Is that? I don't
All-
even know which
I
one
don't
it
know
is.
if this is him.
All you
I
need
don't
is
know what
fucking
this is him.
the red
This is him.
shirt. Yeah.
He kind of
He
nails
looks
it,
like,
yeah.
He looks like Forrest Gump wearing Mr. Rogers' outfit.
Well, he is the
He's
son of
like-
Forrest Gump. He is the son of
All-
Forrest Gump, so yeah.
Who would have thought that all you need is like a red sweater and you look exactly
Look up.
like
Do you know
Mr.
anything
Rogers?
about Chet Hanks?
Who?
Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks.
It's-
I was gonna mention, Riley, which King Kong are we watching? Like Peter
2005.
Jackson?
Peter Jackson's, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Peter Jackson's?
I reckon no. I don't like this person. I don't
Yeah,
like their face.
he's
I'm
like a
taking it away.
he's a psycho.
We gotta play Peter Jackson's King Kong, the movie, the game. or
Genuinely, I would
whatever.
love to, but I want to play it physically. I feel like that's a game I
Okay.
want to play physically so bad, like on
I
original
played
hardware.
it on a fucking CRT TV
Exactly.
on the original Xbox.
Exactly.
That was the fucking way to play it.
Is there a GameCube port? Because I own a GameCube and I wouldn't have to like buy another console for it.
I heard that the ports all were terrible, and the only
Okay.
good one is the Xbox version, basically.
Okay. Well, I do plan on getting an original Xbox at some point, so maybe that'll be one of the games I get when I manage to track one down for a good
Yeah.
price. I like collecting retro
It's
consoles.
Patreon link in the description.
Yeah,
to get
Patreon link in the
Riley
description.
the
fund-
Xbox.
The Xbox fund.
I mean, unless you use like an Xbox emulator.
I don't want
right?
to emulate it. I wanna get the original
Uh,
hardware because I like having that. I feel like that'd be something that'd be cool to have.
Yeah. You should also get like Fable the Lost Chapters on the original Xbox.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Actually,
Stubbs the Zombie, if you can get it, but it's like apparently it's really expensive. Like one of the most expensive Xbox games. I actually have a physical copy of Stubbs the Zombie on the Xbox as well, which is apparently like worth like a fuck ton of money or something. So, Jaws Unleashed is also a good one, for the good original Xbox game. One of my favorites.
okay. Actually, I actually want to bring something up that I just got reminded of when I said I want to own the physical
Mhm.
hardware. There's actually a controversy over the Nintendo Switch 2 right now. over ownership.
Again.
So I have this random article, but I think this should summarize it. You don't actually own your Switch 2.
This, yes.
You acknowledge that if you fail to comply with the foregoing restrictions, Nintendo may render the Nintendo account services and/or the applicable Nintendo device permanently unusable, whole or in part. So if you modify your console with third-party, yes, but I don't know if Anseridae does or not. If you modify your Nintendo Switch 2 with any third-party things, like any sort of like hacking or homebrewing shit or whatever the hell, they can brick your system, even though you bought it with your own money. They can just brick your system.
That should be illegal.
It should be illegal. But they consider it, you don't actually own the console, you're just having a membership to use the console. And this is why this is why I always prefer physical hardware, even though will brick the physical hardware.
Yeah. That article, like right below it, says like Pal World and shit.
Also removed
is it, yeah, the one where you throw the balls.
Yeah.
That's really funny because, like, if you Google when Ark added cryopods or cryo balls, Ark Survival Evolved had cryo balls. It was before Pokemon Legends Arceus had throwing balls in its game, right? And one of the things that fucking Pokemon Legends Arceus, like their patent, they're suing Pal World over is like throwing balls, right? And shit to like bring out a dinosaur or like to capture a dinosaur with balls, right?
Yeah.
But Ark did it first, several years before Pokemon did it in a 3D environment, right?
Yeah.
So like that's just fucking bullshit. You can't just sue Pal World over something that Ark did way before you.
Yeah, the lawsuit is entirely over just the fact that Pal World is competing in like a very more direct way. And also Ark is kind of irrelevant now, and I don't think anyone thinks about Ark anymore.
Like Pokemon should not have ever gotten those patents. Like they should never been awarded.
Yeah, no, patenting video game
it's not even like
patenting video game features is kind of insane. Like we all know about the Nemesis system.
They didn't even fucking do that system first.
Yeah, like the Nemesis system patent is ridiculous. But there's also other ones. Like there was one I learned about a while ago where back in the day, like in order to combat loading screens, I think it was Konami. Like in some back in the 360 days, loading screens would be pretty bad because the games were very intensive, but the consoles couldn't necessarily keep up for it. So loading screens, like infamously back then, were like fucking 3 minutes long and shit. So Konami sometimes would have one of their games, like an arcade gameplay, while you're on the loading screen, so you can like kill time with like Galaga while your game loads. And they patented that. And then it like that feature just like disappeared because a bunch of other companies were doing it at the time to like use our classic games to like do this, and then they patented it and it disappeared. Like just something so minor, so petty that Konami. Of course, it was Konami that did it too.
The people who patented didn't even do it first. They didn't.
Yeah, it's always how it goes.
Mechanic first.
That's always how
it
goes.
It's always someone who comes back, like comes out, like it's always some asshole who's like. Who gets it, like who makes the fucking thing a billion years later, copies someone else's work, even steals it and patents it and stuff.
Yeah,
they should just.
I also wanted to note it. Don't think you should say that.
You're gonna have to censor that.
I'm gonna have to do so much fucking censoring. Can you guys fucking watch your goddamn mouths? Holy shit! Stop wishing death upon people.
I wish death upon all of the people.
Yeah, oh my god!
Turn them into a part of living skin organism, or like assimilated into the skin.
Join the singularity. Let us all come together and come as one.
I was gonna say this though. What's particularly disturbing is how broad the restrictions are. They include anything from modifying hardware to reverse engineering. Want to fix the Joy-Con drift yourself? Sorry, that might break your system. Curious to know your favorite games work under the hood? Too bad. Nintendo might remotely disable your device. Joy-Con drift especially is one of the biggest issues with the Switch 1. And if it's continuing into the Switch 2 and you want to fix that, they can break your fucking console for you fixing a mistake with their console.
If I had a Nintendo console and I didn't know about this, and like they fucking brick my system because of this, they would earn a visit from me at night.
Like
they
goddamn
would,
Batman. But like, you can't even sue them
yeah.
because it's in the EULA agreement. So like it's a binding thing when you buy the console, you agree
No,
to the
that's
EULA
why.
agreement.
Yeah, that's why they would earn a visit from me at night and stuff. Because like
Didn't
Just
they
they gave me
determine
no other
somewhere,
choice.
sometime that you are not allowed to put in a thing? You're not allowed to sue us.
that was
Mm.
Disney Plus you're thinking of. That was Disney Plus where they
Oh, the one
Disney
where
yeah.
like the
Because
guys.
yeah, so
But they
in the Disney Plus like user license agreement, they said that if like for all Disney related things that if you sustain harm or any way from Disney, you can't sue Disney if you agree to use Disney Plus. And some guy's kid died at Disney because of a peanut allergy
his wife.
mistake. His wife died at Disney because of a peanut allergy thing, and they didn't do the proper things to like deal with that, and he couldn't sue because he paid for Disney Plus and agreed to the user's license agreement.
Yeah,
What's funny is
they
at the time where his wife died, he didn't have Disney Plus at the time. So it was like
yeah
he got it
Yeah.
he
once
was
a
not a
million
paying
Yeah.
years ago.
subscriber.
It like expired and stuff, and Disney tried to get out of their that lawsuit because they're fucking they essentially said, well, we have Disney Plus, so nobody could ever sue us, regardless of whether they're a Disney Plus subscriber. Essentially, is what they said. Which,
Yeah.
if you remove all the legal ways to like get like justice, right? There's like the Batman ways, well, woke Batman and stuff.
This
Batman
is
is
why I
woke.
never accept the terms and conditions.
I never accept cookies. I never accept terms and conditions. I never do any of that shit.
Yes.
At least when I can't. Obviously, sometimes you're just like, yeah, you can't use the feature unless you. Like,
If
all
they
right,
put a
whatever.
thing that says like you agree or whatever, or the terms and conditions.
I think
First of
that
all, like I'm not reading it, and second of all, it doesn't matter what like legal system you use. I'll just use an illegal system to get what
I
I
think it
want
should
or
be illegal to
something.
have a term user's license agreement. I think those should be
Yes.
illegal. I think it should be illegal to
It should be
require you
illegal. Yeah.
to have 700
It is
pages of things that
illegal
you are not going to read.
according to
Because the
me.
thing is too, they know you're not going to read it, which is why they sneak
You
shit in
know
there.
what?
That should be
Next
illegal.
motherfucker who like gets in my way with their legal license agreement or something, I'm gonna sue them over the premise that it's actually illegal to have a fucking legal agreement or something. That's how fucking pissed off I am.
You should be suing that it should be illegal. Like this should be a crime.
Yes.
Like this should be
It
an
is a
infringement
crime.
on some
I
I
sort
will
of
take
like.
it to the United States Supreme Court.
Yes,
fucking
honestly,
take over
yes.
the world.
Yes,
I will
honestly.
have my flying octuple gun wielding spiders, and I will enforce my laws saying that it is illegal to have laws that I don't agree with. Actually,
Honestly,
like
yes,
legal
though.
Yeah,
agreements that are evil.
It's the call of destiny. We will
Yes.
all rise to
I need the
worship
skin
the Overlord
spiders.
Anseridae.
Yes.
Do you
100%.
hear the people singing the songs
All
of
right.
angry men?
Awesome.
Every day on TV, on television, and internet stations across the globe, we will all be tuned in to the Anseridae
The Anseridae court
days.
case.
100%. Yeah. Imagine like I do that court case where I try to like sue and stuff over like the fact that legal agreements are legal actually and stuff, and like every day like you kind of see like each judge or something who disagrees like one by one slowly like look like they're made out of skin or
They
something.
are made out of
And
skin. They're
suddenly
humans.
they change their mind after like they come back and they look like they start looking like more and more like they're made out of skin.
The fucked up thing is, I keep thinking of it like it's Spider-Man webs, where like they get stung to the wall with like the Spider-Man webs, but it's just like skin. So it's just like, and then they're just like stuck to the wall with like skin over their face and shit. That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah.
Oh man, disgusting. Like they find the judge hanging from like a streetlight by his feet, covered like wrapped up in skin, like a fucking. Oh god.
That's what they should have done with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man instead of like giving him a wrist anus, honestly.
Well, no, yeah. Oh yeah, it just has him like throw his skin around. I feel like there's probably a superhero that does that.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, Jade, you wanted to transition earlier, we're talking about jokes where everything ends in cum.
Yeah.
South Park, I assume, is what you were
Look.
transitioning to.
Well, since we were on development, I thought, like, why not show off the fact that well, you said I could talk about it,
Yeah,
that I've
yeah,
been
yeah.
doing
I was just
game
gonna
dev
say
with
that
Anseri.
I was
Yeah,
saying
it's awesome.
before we started that we should have it so that we end the podcast on that, so we can go for an indefinite amount of time without anything being held up by it.
We could also like talk about food as well. How much we like
'Cause
that game we
I
played.
wanna
Peak
act
and
on
stuff.
the transition that you set up that I shot down because of the other thing. We'll get to it in a moment. Yeah, South Park though. The South Park creators in an episode where they showed like Trump's dick, and they got in trouble from the White House for it, and they
Yes, didn't they also get
What
paid 15 million?
Wait.
1.5
You're
billion.
telling me they exercised their freedom of speech, and Donald Trump sued them with the power of the White House, basically.
So, Anseri, you raise an excellent point there. And before we get into this story, I want to bring something random up here. Short, quick thing. But my mother, I've been over there the last couple of days, especially like for my birthday and such. And she's been watching a show from the 90s or early 2000s called The Practice. Do you know it?
No.
The Practice. That's my
So,
favorite
by its
show
name-
that I've never seen before. I've never heard
By
of
its
it.
name, can you guess what it's about?
Medical drama?
Practicing law?
Or maybe a law show?
Law.
Law.
A law firm.
Law firm. That was my first guess as well. Law firm. Practicing law.
Right. So here's the thing, right? There was an episode where this woman punched a cop.
Mm-hmm.
And in the court case, it comes out that she was protesting President Bush.
Mm-hmm. Free speech, of course.
Free speech. But, she was protesting, like his motorcade was coming down, and she was being told by the cop that she needs to go to a free speech zone.
Yeah.
And
Free
in the
speech
court case,
this.
there's obviously this big impassioned speech at the end, the closing arguments, and they say, like, when was it that we went from a country of being a free speech country to having free speech zones?
The second there's free
What
speech
the fuck happened to
zones-
you,
Yeah,
America?
I'd be like fucking free speech my knuckle sandwich made out of skin spiders. You know?
Man
So
dies in
you
one
get
punch.
what I'm saying there with that story, though, Riley?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeesh.
At what point in history did America go from land of the free, home of the brave, free speech for all to, oh my God, you
When the
can't say that?
Nazis- When the Nazis took over.
It started
that's when-
ever since
Because I'm
Nixon.
gonna drop a bomb here and say that America was never the land of the free.
Yeah.
Yeah, for one reason or another. For one reason or the because
one
there's
way
always
or another.
one group of people who's being oppressed. Most of history it's like black people, and that pretty much
But look,
ended on legal term and legally ended in like the 60s.
in the grander philosophical sense, right?
Well,
We
actually,
in a way
Riley,
oppress ourselves.
slavery is still legal, by the way.
If you're a prisoner, yes.
Yes.
Yes. But we kind of oppress ourselves.
You're cutting in and out.
Right.
You're cutting in and out.
You get what I'm saying?
I know I don't get what you're saying. You're a robot.
I'm a robot. That's
You a
your
robot.
internet. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, that's me.
Hmm.
I didn't hear anything you said.
God.
Basically, like, in one form or another, even if it isn't slavery and even if it isn't that particular thing, societies as we've lived them, we can be utopian about all this shit, but there was always one form of oppression or another.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
not here to defend slave owners, but I'm sure that somebody was over their heads.
No. Slave owners are the most powerful people in the country when they had their slaves. They were literally the most powerful people, like some of the most powerful. No, they ran the government. Slave owners were
Yes,
most of the
because
government.
the rich people obviously run the government. But when the
The
government said no, war broke out, and slave owners lost, as they should.
Yeah, because they didn't have the bark to back up their bite to back up their bark. But when slavery wasn't around, arguably they were the most powerful people in the world, other than like other foreign leaders. There were more millionaires in like a small section of Mississippi than there were in the entirety of the rest of the world for like a couple, like 20 years or so. Like Natchez, I think Natchez, Mississippi. Oh, let me Google this real quick. Natchez, Mississippi. This town had more millionaires in it than
Wow. This should make Mississippi illegal. This should not be allowed to Mississippi.
By far the most prevalent slave trading city in Mississippi, and second only to New Orleans. Leading markets. Built mansions fit plenty of wealthy southern plantation owners. Natchez became the principal port for which the crops were exported. There's no mention of the specific statistic, but yeah, that's what my professor was telling me about how Natchez, Mississippi was like fucking like 1850s version of like Beverly Hills, except it was for like slave owners and stuff. But yeah, America's always had some sort of oppression going on, and it was never really the land of the free. And I think the more so the idea of land of the free comes down to the fact that the good people in America, the people in America who actually believe in the ideals that we claim to believe in, want America to be the land of the free. And I think that's more so the value of that idea. I don't know. There's a whole discussion here, but I don't want to like spend too much time on this so we can get to your
No,
game
I
dev
get
stuff.
you. Look, I got like a little philosophical about like the central issue at hand, because all of this comes off of the back of Trey Parker and Matt Stone pulling the ultimate, like, I don't know,
like crude joke.
triple middle finger.
Yeah.
Where's
Like,
the third middle finger from his penis head?
that's the question. That's South Park for you. But they basically took 1.5 billion in a deal with Paramount
For
You said
50 more
billion,
episodes.
right?
Yeah, billion. For 50 more episodes. That's the
50
level
more
of
episodes of
like
South Park for
importance
the
South
next
Park's on.
5 years.
Yeah.
And then the first thing they did after the ink wasn't even fucking dry was release an episode completely embarrassing the President of the United States of America
And Paramount.
at the same time telling Paramount to go fuck themselves for bending over to Trump.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I don't
the
like
people who just paid them.
I don't
the
like
1.5
the
billion.
impact South Park's had on like
Society.
Yes, like just like the general like nihilism and pessimism of the show, and just the fact that everything is like nothing matters, just have fun, just be stupid and make jokes. There's nothing, and both sides are dumb, like type of rhetoric.
I don't think that's necessarily the
That's the part that's always gotten me upset with it, because that's how a lot of people see it, especially when they're dumb kids watching it.
I'm sorry, South Park, but you're too far to the center.
Oh wait,
of
there was a line. There was a line in that article that I wanted to bring up that made me laugh. It was something that the government said. This show hasn't been relevant for 20 years and is hanging on by a thread of uninspired ideas in a desperate attempt for attention. White House spokesperson Taylor Rogers said in this statement, President Trump has delivered on more promises in just 6 months than any other president in our country's history, and no fourth-rate show can derail President Trump's hot streak. North Korea shit. It's North Korea shit.
Yeah, straight up. Honestly, North Korea would have done a better job.
North Korea would do a better job. Did you see that, like, North Korea, like the state TV, actually had like a accurate reading of Trump? They were criticizing Trump for the military parade thing, and it was like
100%.
They were actually like, wait a minute, how the hell did the North Korea thing get it right? We're literally living in a world where North Korea is more right than the country I live in right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, game dev.
Yeah, game dev.
I've gotten into game dev.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm starting to learn is something I should say is more accurate,
Mhm.
perhaps.
You're doing really well and stuff.
Uh, I don't know. I do have what I've made so far, like
Yeah,
preloaded.
you can show off your project and stuff.
So it's just stock shit right now. But I'm learning how to put it all together. But in Godot, I've made a menu that
Main menu, hell yeah.
you can see. It's the same fucking
Yeah.
image as my wallpaper. I'm so boring. But new game works. Obviously, there's no game yet, so these do nothing. Load game works. Settings works. There's nothing set up in settings yet, but
That'd be the
I
next thing to
actually
learn, I guess. Like how to do controls and audio and stuff for
did
settings, probably.
credits, and there we go. That also works, but I'll keep the
I,
credits up. I'll
why
also
did
keep
you
my
put
wallpaper open.
my name first? It's
Why did
your
I put your
project.
name first? And Seri, I'm actually going to tell you you're live on the podcast. So, number one, there's a recording of it. And number two, everybody knows. And Seri, unequivocally, you can teach me all you want. You can give me the attention and all of that to get my skills to where it needs to be. But you will always be ahead of me on the programming side and on the creating side.
Also, Anseridae begins with A and
And
Jade
I'm
begins with
okay with
J.
that.
So like
Yeah, that
alphabetical order.
works. But
Oh, okay. All right.
I just know I like working on the stuff and adding ideas and all of that. Like a lot of my friends growing up as well wanted to be writers. And in a way, I wanted to as well. But what I always found more satisfying was being something like an editor, something like a,
Mhm.
you got all the big grand ideas. You know what systems you want to make and all of that. I enjoy the process of putting it
Mhm.
all together. So why not put your name first? It's gonna be mainly your creative vision, mainly your like direction. I don't know how the credits are gonna pan out by the end of all of the work that needs to be done.
Mhm.
But right now, this is as much as I can like knowingly contribute because my skills aren't there yet. But this whole thing of putting together this menu, that's a step in me learning how to do the sort of stuff that I need to do to actually help out and
Yeah.
add to the creative vision.
Mhm.
So we'll see because I want to add more names here.
Yeah, yeah. And then like
I
once you get to the point in your game development skills where you can like literally on a whim create a whole like system basically, like do systems level engineering and
Yeah,
stuff, that'd be great because like yeah.
exactly. Then I can bring more to the table than just like, hey,
Yeah.
okay, I'll put together the menu
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
into the game.
You can do what I do, where like I made that whole level up secret hidden level up system just on a whim while I was like multitasking.
See, that shit's
Uh,
fascinating to me.
yeah.
I just I have to become accustomed to the tools. This was much easier to put together as a UI than in Python. But
Yeah. Mhm.
Python still feels like the comfy language if I have to sit and write
Yeah.
code. So getting into the GD script part is a little difficult.
Mhm.
It's very finicky, this Godot. Like this is the first game engine I'm ever working in, and Seri has the real knowledge, but this is the first game system I'm actually like working in. And
Mhm. You're
I
getting more and
if
more.
this is the easiest, I am horrified by the others.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. I've been having like I've been having a lot of fun in like Monster Hunter and Peak as well. Besides like doing game dev and stuff. And
Yeah,
you've seen
Monster
like
Hunter is
yeah.
both of us, and I don't know.
I feel
I
like
can only speak to what's it, Rise?
yeah, that one. Monster Hunter Rise, that's the one you played.
You say it's quite different from the rest of the series, though.
Well, most of the PC games, the PC ones are, yeah, and stuff. But like Monster Hunter in general has like some really fucking good game design as well. Yeah. Like pretty much like every part of Monster Hunter is like better than like every other RPG ever and stuff. Like, cause when I remember when I played what was it, Arcus or something? Yeah, Arcus 2, like on call, because it was like an okay kind of RPG or whatever
Oh
and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, it just highlighted how much better fucking Monster Hunter is. Like every time I play another game that's like in like near-ish the same sort of genre, like even vaguely as Monster Hunter, I just get reminded of like how much better Monster Hunter is. You know, every time I play Skyrim,
Hmm.
I'm just reminded of how much better Monster Hunter or even Morrowind is than Skyrim, or even like
it's just
literally every game than Skyrim. So I guess
Monster Hunter does have a few things I want to criticize, though.
yeah.
Number one is your tutorial is painful. Your
Yeah.
tutorial is very painful and not as helpful as you
Yeah.
think it is. You need to work on your. I don't know about how the tutorial is in other Monster Hunter games, and I get like you don't want to bore the fans of the series with the boring basics, but give the new players to your franchise an easier in
It is. It was. It
than
is. There's. I'll say this as someone who's
text
like,
walls.
yes, I'll say this as someone who's trying to get into it right now with you two. It is so fucking intimidating with how much text is on screen and how much shit is thrown at me as a player. I load in and it's just like millions of icons, millions of words, things being thrown at me that I don't know what they mean until after I'm actually already playing the game and using them. And like I get a part of it has to be like once you get started you'll understand. But getting started is like the hardest fucking thing in the world at times. It's so hard to like read what the fuck is going on because there's just so much shit. And the tutorials are just more pages and pages and pages of text. You know? But like the actual gameplay is
It's
fun and I like fucking just fighting.
once you learn how to play the game, because here's the thing, they tell you about the wire bugs in text. They tell you about like, and they give you short little moments to test things out, but they never do what, like, I expect a good tutorial to give you at least the basic fundamental tools to be able to finish the game, if you get my meaning. Like, it can teach you new things along the way. It doesn't need to tutorialize every single element of the game. But a good tutorial gives you the foundational knowledge to beat the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm kind of distracted because there's a bird looking at me through the window again.
It's looking for the birds that disappeared under your layers of skin.
Wonderful.
Yeah, probably. Um. Oh yeah. So.
Riley, don't you think?
Don't I think what?
I feel like everything I've just said went into a black hole, and no motherfucker in the universe is ever going to hear it.
Yeah,
No.
Monster Hunter's tutorials like
I
are
literally added on to what you
notoriously
were saying. That's
bad.
why I was asking like what do you mean because like I didn't know because I already added on to what you said.
Yeah, like I'll
Yeah,
tell
but
you
like
this.
after I had said everything, it just sort of went dead. It turned into
So
dead air.
yeah.
Because Anseridae distracted
So
me with the bird.
I'll tell you this about the older games tutorials. They were also walls of text, but there weren't as many walls of text, and most things were like kind of just unexplained, if I
Tutorials
recall correctly.
tutorials are always
Might
like
be,
the hardest thing I feel to get right with a game. I feel like so many people complain about them. Either they're too overbearing or they're not clear enough. Like, I've always leaned more onto the side of there should always be a tutorial in some way, but you don't always have to have it be like how most games do it, where the game pauses, highlights like an option that comes up or something. I think in some games, like in Monster Hunter, that would be better because of how many fucking things are on the screen. But a game like Dark Souls, the way the tutorial works in Dark Souls is it just gives you chances to use all the mechanics you're going to use in the first area of the game. And then it like gets you to like learn how the game is going to flow. And that's its tutorial. Like the tutorial has to fit the game, I think.
Mhm.
And I think Monster Hunter just needs a bit more like hand holding in the beginning.
Mhm. You know what other game we've been enjoying a lot recently? Peak, right? That was peak gaming and stuff.
Again,
It's so
I
good.
mean,
It's so much fun. Like
that's
with like
kind of what surprised me is I didn't know it would be
yeah, so good.
like
It's
how it
fun.
is. It's
Yeah,
actually the execution is
the
done really
fucking
well.
like there's only like barely any problems with it, and all of the problems with the game aren't due to the game design. It's just that they need to iron out a few bugs and like fix a few crash issues, and that's it basically. And like yeah, like
I
I
mean, look,
really I
they've got some ugly clipping problems with their fucking graphics.
yeah
They got some awful fucking clipping problems. A lot.
with
Like
like some of the models and stuff, or
some of the models, some of the like the terrain, the
uh,
entities, all of it. Everything clips everything all the time. I don't know. Like, and Sarah, you didn't die much when we were like doing our thing,
oh,
but
the you mean like the fucking death cam or like the spectator thing? Yeah,
the spectator camera is especially egregious with that.
I
Like, you have
haven't
to admit,
seen
like
the
clipping
spectator
issues everywhere.
cameras because I've never fucking died. Um,
Yeah. So all I can say is like there's a certain amount of clipping issues that you can see in a lot of games. Fuck it, even Monster Hunter has fucking clipping issues in some places. You sort of
Yeah.
let that thing go, right? Like that's something you let go. But they're so fucking egregious in Peak. And there's no way to fix it. That's
I,
the you can see that by the building blocks they've used of the game,
I
there is
haven't
no way they will fix it.
I haven't noticed any clipping issues in Peak so far, but maybe that's because I'm like lucky or something. I don't know. I don't know why, but like
Everything clips everything. It's as I said, you can expect that in a
oh, you
game
mean
to
like
some extent.
some of the things like intersect kind of or whatever, like the trees and
Intersections
shit.
there, that's part
Oh
of it
yeah,
as well.
that's like normal kind of where like things kind of intersect inside of each other. Like two rocks span so close to each other, part of them are like inside of each other or something. Or like a
Yeah,
tree ends up inside of a cliff or something. Yeah,
but like
that's
even with spectator cam, half the time you're looking at people through like
on the
rock and
inside
you
of a
can
wall.
see yeah, back of a wall. You start seeing double layer textures where like the wall is there and right behind the wall is another copy of that wall. So it looks
Yeah.
really weird when you clip through the like double texture. It's just yeah, I don't know.
Oh
Am I
yeah.
just ranting about something silly? But
um no,
I mean,
I
I
mean
haven't died in peak first, so I've never seen that. So I haven't like.
I think clipping is like one of those things that it's like one of the last things you point at for a game. Like it's like imagine like you're looking at a game and you're going down a checklist, right? Is the game
Well,
fun? That's the first one you click off. Boom.
yeah.
Is the game like engaging? Is it
does it
like
run
does
well?
it run well?
There's
How
a
is its
yeah.
performance? Is it
Oh yeah, the
pretty?
performance of Peak was really fucking good, on at least on my end,
When
and
it
I was
wasn't
connected.
crashing.
Yeah, when it wasn't like a crash to desktop or something, or
Like
like
crash to desktop
whatever.
from main menu.
Yes, or
Yeah.
like a crash loop from like the lobby or something.
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
you get stuck sometimes when you go into a game where none of the menus show up and you're stuck in like the security camera and it doesn't even give you an error and you have to actually hard close like fucking control alt delete bring up task manager and kill the game from there or something.
Love it.
But other than that, like the performance was fucking godlike. Like there was no lag, no stuttering. Not like even when I was like connecting you from like literally the other side of the planet, it was
Yeah,
still
it's got
very
pretty
good.
good like connection.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, like no, not even any rubber banding, just some weird glitch where I think you had your hand out and then like I had my hand out or something, and you like we were climbing, and you kind of teleported to where I was, but it didn't kill you,
Yeah.
I was gonna
and it only happened once. And
I was
stuff.
gonna
Um,
say the point though that the clipping and also glitches that you're bringing up now are like the last thing you find when you're going down that checklist, and it's why a lot
yeah,
of games that are really really good that everyone loves always have the discussion of, well, they're very buggy, like Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas like hits every single check mark, maybe except for like aesthetics, but the game was a year in development, like they just
yeah.
used the old
Well,
engine. But like the
there's a reason why
yeah
Peak is at like overwhelmingly positive
yeah
reviews on
like it
Steam.
makes it down the whole checklist,
No,
so then you're
for
left
real,
with
it's a good
glitches,
game.
bugs, and clips, like that's it. And like if that's the
Yeah,
only thing people are talking about with your game, you're pretty set. You're pretty set if the only thing people are talking about,
yeah.
like negatively I should say, is that it's buggy, or that it is buggy sometimes, that it clips, there's some
Well,
glitches.
like if it's and even then, like Peak only has like a few bugs that I've
Yeah,
noticed
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff, and like
Now there are
and
sometimes,
they mostly most of the bugs are like the crashes are before you even get to the island, and that's where like most of them
I
are.
should also
So
say
they're not
though,
even that intrusive.
sometimes the thing with bugs though is that if they stay there and don't ever get addressed ever, then it's
Yeah.
bad. But a game like
There is
Cyberpunk,
one.
they address all their
There
bugs, you know.
Yeah, there's this one bug when you're playing with controller. It sometimes switches to mouse and keyboard and doesn't let you select an item. And then when you move the mouse, it changes the mouse like the mouse and keyboard controls the on-screen mouse and keyboard controls to different buttons than what are actually set and stuff when it does the switch to the mouse and keyboard basically like without
That's
moving
just
the mouse.
oh,
So it
that's
goes
a
to
ghost bug.
it goes from like left click to use item or whatever is what the icon was, and then you move the mouse and oh, it's actually E to use the item or whatever, and then you move the key the controller, then it actually fixes itself, and it's actually the fucking controller button or something, and that's really fucking cursed. Like how the fuck do you how the fuck does that bug even happen? Like two layers of like control accidentally or something, the control nodes or something in whatever game engine they're using. Um, but like yeah, so like Peak, I think the design is really good. I feel like it even has the thing where like the core mechanics of it, like the climbing and shit, and like the gameplay loop with like managing your stamina and your tools and it being a puzzle and stuff, they could even like build on top of that to add more game to it or something. They could take that, take their random generation code or whatever, expand it to make it like a whole fucking planet or whatever, and like make it like an RPG where you kind of level up with like skills and fight like dragons and shit, and it would still work probably. Like they could even build on top of what they have and stuff, and because what they have is like so solid that it could serve as a foundation for like more stuff to like
If
put
I
on
had to
top.
describe it, I would say that it's a game that truly feels like whatever the designers had in mind, they
Mhm.
really executed.
Yeah, they fucking
Like
nailed
there's so
it.
much more. You can always
I
say they could have done this and that and da 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 da.
Yes, and like I really like I enjoy these slow paced kind of like puzzle kind of games and stuff.
Because we also discovered today, on that note, that
Yeah.
Anseri just fucking hates DBD.
Yeah.
Why?
The fucking rounds are way too short. I need something that lasts hours per round, not fucking seconds
I will say
and
this:
stuff.
I'm confused when I see people talk about DBD, and you guys like talk about like
Mhm.
tamed killers and stuff, and like
Yeah.
being lenient as the killer, and I'm like, why? Why?
Because so here's what happens, right? Like I'll just lay it down as it happens. Sometimes you quote unquote tame the killer. The killer turns out to be like not a prick, not chasing people down, not stabbing them constantly. And then they lead you over to one of the pallets. And then you drop a pallet on them. And then they stab you a couple of times and hook you up. And then stand there as you get healed. Everybody earns blood points by doing these actions in the game. So you could, in theory, earn more blood points if everybody works together, including the killer.
But that's not the game, though.
But that
No,
is
it's
kind of the meta game. It's
that's
bigger than just the mechanics,
that's
right?
actually genius because like it's like the thing in NBA basketball where if both teams like work together, they could score more points overall, right?
Yeah.
That's what they should do in basketball.
Like you would earn in theory more experience and unlock more things more often doing that.
That seems like dumb
100%.
though, because that means that the thing
This
you're
is no
competing
like
against is the fucking game itself.
if gamers played
But it's a
basketball,
social
like
game.
like people would play basketball like DBD, like
Consider this, Riley. There is no in-game voice or text during a game.
Yeah,
There is no in-game voice in the lobbies.
yeah,
There's only text. The game wasn't designed for people to easily work together.
There's
There's a
like
meta game going on. It's a social sort of dynamic, right?
yeah.
You have to work together with 3 other people with little to no communication other than what the game has given you, which is crouching, pointing, or like waving over to yourself.
Hmm.
That's it.
if
You
they
can
had
shake your
that,
mouse, you can move your mouse up and down. Like there's that the game doesn't give you these tools. Like so if you are playing Survivor and you're solo and
you
you
know what?
jump
You
into a
know what
room,
Survivor I really want to play. I want to play as the guy who wrote The Art of War, and like
Sun
all his
Tzu?
abilities are based on his quotes and stuff. Like, the one where like you chase 2 rabbits and catch neither. That can like if you
If
use
your
that, and the
if your
killer sees
opponent
double
if your
basically,
opponent is of
and
ill
like
temperament, seek to irritate him and exploit the weaknesses.
yes, that'd be a cool ability.
my God.
Holy shit, Sun Tzu as a survivor would like that'd fucking be awesome. You know?
But you get like
I get what you're saying.
fucking
I
taming the
think
killers now.
I get what you're saying. It just that seems like an issue with like I feel like the game should be able to have like you earn those blood points while also being able to play the game as it was intended to play, you know?
It is.
It seems like players adapting to a bad game balancing rather than like the game being made for that.
DBD is the most unbalanced multiplayer game in existence.
That's crazy.
It is noteworthy for how unbalanced DBD is. And not only for the fact that it's like by design 1 versus 4, it's on top of the fact that so during its long course of being alive, DBD has gone through many iterations,
Yeah.
right? Like updates on updates on updates on updates on updates. This gets nerfed, this gets patched, this gets fucking.
Who's the current killer who, when you play them, it's just a win button?
I feel like it's Kaneki. Fucking
Okay.
Kaneki. But essentially, like, at one point, they told the developer, one of the creative director people, hey, your game is super seriously annoying in this way specifically and makes it impossible to play as a killer. Like, actually impossible to even play the game as a killer. If you don't run specific perks to counter this thing, you are unable to play the game. And it was flashlights. It was the fact that you could get basically blinds off on the killer one
That
after the other to the point
that
where the killer can't play the game.
that
And they did
reminds
this to him
me.
live on stage.
fucking that reminds me of like when my dad like when he mentions streetlights, he always calls them fleshlights in his like weird Russian accent,
The
and he says
flashlights on the
fleshlight.
street. Ugh.
Well, no, that's not what he sounds like. He fucking sounds more fucking old and shit, and
The
fucking
flashlights
like
on the street.
no, like someone from Kazakhstan and
The
shit,
flashlights on the
like
street.
like it's no, he's fucked. No, he sounds like more high pitched kind of.
The flashlight on the
Right?
street.
No, they're not like that. Like a fucking like kind of like a drunk bear almost.
The
It's like
flashlight on the street.
almost, but like more like higher pitched at
The
like the
flashlight
ends.
on the street.
No, you're fucking up the fucking voice. It's not that goofy. It's more goofy, but in a different way. It's like, oh look, the flashlights or something. Or
A little
I can't even
flashlights
fucking
on
do
the
that.
street.
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
even fucking do his fucked up accent because it's so fucked up. He sounds like he's barking kind of with his fucking like if I try to like sound like him, I'd fuck up my voice basically. But goddamn, it's like he's growling and barking and shit about fleshlights.
You
Okay,
live
fucking-
in like a Lovecraft story. Your skin is
Yeah,
melting.
fucking-
Your parents are animalistic in their barking, and
yeah.
you
Riley.
you have
I
birds
was gonna
stare at
say
you.
something
Wildlife is
about,
peculiar about you.
Well, wildlife keeps approaching me and stuff.
Yeah.
Like oh yeah, there was like some wildlife that actually like when we were walking in the woods when my sister was here on their vacation. Like I managed to get them to come with me to the woods. A bunch of wildlife approached us as well, so that was cool.
You're living.
Riley.
Yes.
Anseridae is not like I am just a humble little rat, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, this doesn't hit me as hard, I guess, because Anseridae wouldn't be the first like Lovecraftian elder goddess of some kind to fucking be a friend of mine.
Who's the first? Who are the others?
Were the others? Oh, Anseridae, if you could meet them.
Okay.
If you could meet them. But sadly, I've
What?
lost contact with a lot of my friends. I do still hold them in high
Unfortunate.
regard. But, like, yeah, some of my friends have been like eldritch horrors from the deep who, just
They're fish
Relatable.
people.
like you and I.
I used to
Just
go
like you and
swimming a
I.
lot and stuff. I think at one point I touched a shark that had a big bite taken out of it or something.
Aw,
I don't
poor
know.
baby.
It was like fucking just like kind of just stuck on like
See,
this
the twist in the story is that Anseri took the bite.
no yeah, well it was like
Wow.
it was like near it was like when we were like staying in like the hotels in New York when we first like
New
moved
York.
over or something. So I was like a very young child, and like dad was like swimming to the shark and like fucking touching it and shit and stuff. So I did it too as well, and there was also like a lemon shark or sand shark as
Lemon
well near the
shark.
shore that I saw. That was pretty cool.
Realistically now, what
I-
what is the element of Eastern European cultures in general to just have such a like mortal disregard for life, their own
Oh,
usually?
that reminds me of why I like Peak so much. Because like when I was a kid, very young kid, my dad taught me how to climb up like sheer cliff faces, like like almost 90-degree cliff faces, by like walking up them and like different techniques. Like there's one where you grab like the nearby trees and foliage and like fucking shoot yourself up basically by like boosting up basically, or like use your arms as like a slingshot essentially.
No
against
regard
the
for
cliff.
like self-preservation.
That's and then like then there's the techniques like I learned later where because like my dad used to do it like when they were a kid
But
as well,
what
so they taught
do
me.
you know why, Anseri? Like
There's
why,
another one.
what is it about Eastern Europe that makes people like this?
There's another technique where like I saw in a
You can have
gif
to let
of
her
like
finish.
a monk walking up a mountainside where they kind of zigzag and stuff, and that made me think about, oh yeah, the mountains like has their own kind of like gravity kind of and stuff because it's so big, it kind of moves the center of gravity towards.
I don't think that's how that
the
works.
mountain. It kind of sucks you like towards the
I
mountain.
don't think it's that
No, like-
big.
No, it's like no, like it affects like gravity somewhat because it's like big, right? So like you kind of sucked a little bit towards the mountain. So if you like lean towards it and walk in a zigzag
You know how
pattern up the mountain,
Big you have to
so,
something has to be for
you
it to
know,
have
like it moves it,
gravitational
like,
pull.
slightly. It has some bit of it's like the moon with tides, but like
The moon is huge.
it's like a small scale moon with
The
tides.
moon is like
it's,
a third of the size of the Earth.
It like you get some gravity assistance from like the mountain itself, right? So like you could if like there's that technique. There's another technique I thought of where you kind of just like if it's really steep, you can like kind of climb up like on all fours where you like shimmy like a snake up there, or you could like kind of do it like with rotating and kind of cartwheel up sort of with like all four like forearms, arms, legs and stuff in contact the entire time like the mountain, and you kind of just like spin up the mountain sort of. That's another way depending on how steep it is. If there's no like handholds that you could use or like no bumps or something. So that's like a way. But you have to be like, in order to do that, you need to be like as athletic as me, and I can literally lift my entire goddamn body up by my wrists, because that's like my modified dragon flag that I do, where I put my arms behind me and stuff, and I lift like fucking with my wrists, and I like with like my fists basically. I just push down on like the bed or whatever, or like what I'm laying on, and like I lift my body like with my arms basically, or like with like my wrists basically, and like I'm lifting my entire body weight with like my triceps essentially and stuff.
See, that's why I keep my body weight at a low, like
Nah, I could
100
lift like
pounds.
double my body weight, and I'm like fucking really fat or something. Like I weigh like almost 200 pounds now. It's not
So-
even as heavy as I was. I used to be like over like almost 300 pounds.
Oh my god.
And
Wow.
stuff. Yeah, when I was a child,
Wow.
and my parents fed me oil and stuff.
Jade, you made me think. You know how like ants are able to lift like
Mm-hmm.
5 times their size? What if an ant was like really fat? Would it still scale up, or would he still have to lift up the same amount, and instead it would be like 3 times his size? Or would it be like still 5 times his
walking
size?
up a cliff, and they'd be like out of breath instead.
So like a
of,
really
like,
fat ant, could it still lift 5 times its size? Could it lift a human? Could an ant lift a human?
So
I mean,
I
if the ant was like 5 times smaller than the human, I guess, in theory, right?
Can an ant take away a baby?
so
The thing is that in theory, right? If we're talking about masses and all of that stuff, ants are technically under less gravity than us.
Yeah, they are. That's why they can do
So
shit like that.
by equivalent, like, are they really lifting 5 times their mass
Well, no, they're lifting 5
in the
times their.
scientific sense?
Right.
I guess it is their mass.
because mass isn't based on gravity, right?
Mass is
Like,
mass is yes.
entirely based on
No,
gravity.
weight is
Mass
based on
is
no weight
100% gravity.
no weight is based on gravity. Mass is the absence of gravity. Mass is just the totality of it. Weight is based on gravity. Your
Right,
weight
right.
changes.
But
Your mass
either
never
way-
changes. Well, I mean, unless you like lose weight, but
Either way, weight-wise,
yeah, and I guess they would be
Yeah.
lifting less
Really-
weight.
True. So Jade, you
I
asked
don't
about
know.
what it is about Eastern Europeans and their total disregard for mortality. We
Yeah.
can Google it actually. I'm kind of curious. I want to know why as
No, we were
well.
asking you because you have Russian family and heritage. You are from.
You have the
That's
closest
just
tie.
fucking. I don't fucking know. That's just how they is. As far as I can do.
Fair
We
enough.
can
I mean,
Google
like-
it. Like, we should Google it. Why the fuck?
Well, no, at that point, then it's just like
I
whatever.
don't think any answer that Google could give us
Yeah.
would be necessarily.
like,
It'd have to be.
No,
I'll
let's-
give you. I'll
what's
give you a
Google
theory of
say?
mine. I'll
What's
give you a theory
Google
of mine
say?
as the
Okay.
history major dabbles in the cultural
What
analysis fields.
generational trauma and shit.
I mean, part of it. It's definitely like the fact that it's just hard as shit to
Yes,
live over in Eastern Europe, and that
the
like
famines where many people had to resort to
people, yeah,
cannibalism.
people in Russia
There's like an
culturally
old
are
proverb that
fucking
says
more
something
used to
like
death.
freckled face, ginger skin, or whatever. You killed your grandfather with a shovel.
People in
It would
Russia,
rhyme in
in
Russian.
Poland, and Ukraine, they're just more used to seeing death because it's just
Yeah.
famines. The
No,
standards
back
of
in
living are
I've
lower.
actually I remember when my dad like when I was looking through the old photo album and like my dad showed me or something and like or like I think my sister showed me it or something. It's like yes, this is a photo that was taken after one of my sisters got raped in Russia by bandits and we murdered the bandits
Oh
afterwards and
my
ate them.
god.
True story by the way.
Yeah, it's shit
So
like
yeah.
that. It's just shit like that where it's like, yeah, life is just fucking hard as hell over
And
there
then
because
this
of the
one,
environment,
this
because
is
of the
a
culture, because of
photo
the
of
lack of
after my brother drowned in a river, and why now I'm the oldest of the living.
Yeah, and you can also get some of these stories when you talk to like just anyone who's pretty old. I remember my
Mm.
grandma was like, "Yes, like 5 of my brothers starved to death during World War II." And it's like,
Mm.
"Okay, mama." Okay.
This
Like
is why my parents constantly like yell death threats over the phone as well. That's just what you do.
it's just
Like,
a
how do
yeah.
you expect service if you don't threaten to murder their
Of
families in their
course.
sleep?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
I'll kill you and your family. Have a good day.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
All right, we should be wrapping up now. We've been going for 2 hours.
All right, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, also, like my dad has very much lots of pictures of him in the Soviet military or whatever, and he's just standing there with his fucking fists balled, being mugging the camera, because that was his idea of like looking like professional or cool or whatever.
Like a biker
And
gang.
he's standing next to like this radioactive source or whatever that like he was supposed to like
Actually,
clean up or
I
whatever.
learned I heard this like anecdote about the Russian invasion of Afghanistan, speaking of the Russian military real quick, that a lot of the deaths that happened out of the battlefield for the Russians happened in the bunks because they would just fuck with each other and get each other killed on accident. Like they'd be doing stupid fucking like because they're all like 18-year-olds who were just handed a gun and they just do shit like play with grenades while on base and just die.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing stories about like in elementary school, you were expected to have your school issued gun
That sounds like
in
America.
elementary school. Um, and that might have been just part of like a movie or something. I don't know, but like I remember hearing like my dad mention that. Oh yeah, when I was a kid, at your age in elementary school, I had a gun, and you were expected to have that as for like self defense.
Yeah, but your
Yeah, but
father's
like
also
a
a
lot of
psycho though.
like
Well,
I
yeah,
just
my
get the
dad is a
feeling
psycho,
that
but I don't
a
know.
lot of Eastern Europe is like I was 9 years old when I skinned my first bear by hand. What
No,
the
it'd be
fuck?
like I was 9 year old when I skinned my grandpa and
We
stuff.
hang him over
That's more
fireplace.
like it. Yeah.
He watches over us all over the night.
Yeah. Sometimes he wakes up and starts moving around and looking for lettuce.
Every
I
year.
would, yeah.
Every year.
Every
Friday the
once a
13th. You
year.
hear screaming. It's coming from Grandpa.
Grandpa attacked by bear, dead. God. Bear carcass killed Grandpa.
Mm.
We hang Grandpa over fireplace.
I think at one point a bear almost ate my sister when she was young or something. Near when back when we lived in like Soviet Russia.
Yeah, a bear almost ate my sister, but it didn't happen
You,
actually.
but the thing is, we didn't have very much food at the time, so we made like I mean like fucking honestly, what are you gonna do with a bear besides fucking kill it and eat it?
Look, I come from a country where the only bears are the ones you want to have eat you.
Mm.
Real. Real. You don't like
I
bears though.
laughed. No, I don't like bears.
Unfortunate. More for me. Yum yum yum
Hey,
yum
look,
yum.
more dad bod for you.
More for
You
me.
could have dad bod.
Oh,
Well,
have I told you about the story where like fucking my parents were like charged with like they were forced to be like farmers in the countryside at one point, and so out of spite they tried to like poison the crop to kill it basically, but then like they were so bad at farming that what they did to try and poison it like made the crops actually grow and
that's like a
shit.
fucking comedy routine. We have to wrap up
Yes.
though. We have to wrap up. We are hitting 2 hours right now.
Okay.
We need to wrap up. That was episode 50. Thank you for all the people who have been supporting us for these past 50 episodes. We've done so much more than I thought would have happened. It is so cool to hit 50. 50 is a big fucking fat number. Feels nice.
The old 5-0.
The old
reminds me
5-0.
of
Hawaii 5-0.
yes.
Um,
Have you seen
Great.
Hawaii 5-0?
I have not. Yes, we
I've
have.
never seen it either. What's it
I
about?
think cops in Miami, in Hawaii.
Oh, that's
We have
awful.
we
All
have
cops are bastards.
we have Patreon in the description. You can check out if you want to support us more. And Sari will be having her Twitch channel linked down below as well. Check her stuff out, and of course support with a like and a subscription. It helps out a lot. Yes. Oh, I should note,
100%.
if you subscribe to the Patreon, you get episodes early and
Riley's,
name in the credits.
Yeah, Patreon in the description. Riley needs their original Xbox money
Yes, please.
as well.
And Jade needs food.
100%. Oh yeah, you're still like severely underweight.
Yes, feed the rat.
The rat
One
food.
100%.
Yes.
I need
Thank
to send
you.
you some of my disability paychecks and stuff.
Can't say that on the podcast. You're gonna get fucking. You're gonna get used in a Trump fucking lawsuit against Medicaid or something. Shut up.
I should just fucking take over the world quickly or something. Honestly.
All right, I'm gonna stop
You know, as
recording.
soon as-
We're going. We're
as
leaving.
soon as
We're
you-
leaving. We're leaving.
Like,
Say goodbye.
That solve everyone's financial problems.
Say goodbye.
Have all of
Say
them.
goodbye.
Bow down to Empress.
Say
Anseridae.
goodbye.
100%. Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
See you
Goodbye.
soon.
Goodbye,
Especially
everybody.
those ones which need to be visited at night.
Remember to say your
Um,
prayers to Anseridae.
Oh my god.
100%. Yeah. Good night, everybody. See you very soon. You know who you
Personally,
are.
every single one of you.
Please, I need to stop the recording. Can you fucking shut up?
Just
No.